There was a man and he lost his job. And then he went into depression and he was a poor man, unemployed, and he hated to beg. Rather than begging, he thought it is better to commit suicide. He felt insulted. He said to himself, "There is no respect in my life. How long should I live a life that has no respect and no value to my existence? I am jobless. I have lost everything. My family has abandoned me. There is no one to look after me, no one in this world who cares for me, no one who can attend a helping hand. What value do I have in this life? Enough is enough. There is a big mountain outside the town. I am going to climb that mountain, reach its highest point, and then jump and end my life." Suicide is triggered when you lose faith, when you miss realizing the value of self-worth, when you have totally surrendered to a situation. That is when you are ready to commit suicide. And so, on a very dark new moonlight, the young man embarked on his last journey, the journey towards death. He was walking briskly towards the mountain. It was a long walk, but finally he reached the foothills of the mountain. He started climbing the mountain. It was very dark, no moonlight, and he could hear weird sounds of wild animals, the shrieking sound of the flying owls and bats. It was a very fearful night, but the man continued climbing the mountain. Few more steps, and then the whole chapter of my life will be over. Finally, the end of all my miseries is near, he thought. As he reached the highest point of the mountain, he was just waiting to commit suicide. The top of the mountain was such a beautiful place. Probably no one would have dared to climb to such a height because the way to the top was very difficult. In fact, it is always difficult to reach the top. For a second, he felt relaxed. The touch of the cool breeze, the shining, glittering stars in the sky. In the absence of the moon, it was the stars that had lightened the whole sky. For a minute, he felt good. He smiled and he sat on the top of the mountain for a while. By nature, he was a happy man, but life had been too hard on him. He got up to jump and end his life forever. There was a huge tree at the dead end of the hillock. He thought that would be the point from where he could jump and end his life forever. And so he started walking towards the tree, and as he came close, he saw someone sitting beneath the tree. Who would sit at the top of such a huge mountain, that too at the stroke of midnight? He was taken aback. An old man, dressed in shimmering green, was seated beneath the tree. A certain fragrance lingered around him, his aura, his joy, his bliss. There was something about the old man, and he was looking up at the sky, meditating on something, and in between he was laughing. And it was such a blissful laugh that the young man forgot about his miseries and was just enjoying the presence of the old man. After a while, the young man couldn't resist his curiosity and he asked, "Pardon me, but I am curious to know what makes you laugh at this midnight hour. Who are you and what is your name? And how come you are here? How did you reach here?" The Sufi saint, who was engrossed in his meditation, looked at the young man and said, "So you have come. Here people come only to commit suicide. I have chosen this place to meditate because people rarely are able to reach this point for committing suicide." The young man said, "It is strange that I have not uttered a single word and you have said the right thing. I have come to commit suicide." The Sufi saint said, "You can commit suicide, but I have one offer. How much would you like to have for both of your eyes? The king needs two beautiful eyes, and you have beautiful eyes. And the king knows that I always sit at the suicide point. That's what the place was called. People come here when they are going to commit suicide. What are they going to do with those two eyes? They can give them to the king. So whatever you want for your eyes, you just say it. Your offer will be accepted." The man thought for a moment. How much should he ask? He could not think. He thought 500,000. He thought 5 million for both eyes. Or maybe 10 million, 20 million. But nothing seemed to be the right price. Finally he said 10 million. The Sufi mystic said, "That is accepted. You come with me. First we will take your eyes and then I will bring you back here. Then you can jump and commit suicide." On the way, the Sufi said, "But I have a few other customers too. How much would you like to take for your head without eyes?" The young man said, "You are a strange person. Who would like to have my head without eyes?" The Sufi said, "I have a customer. He is a magician, a black magician, and he needs a skull very desperately. And he is not interested in the eyes. Anyways, he is going to take away all the skin, everything, and clean your skull completely." The man said, "My God, then how am I going to come back and commit suicide?" The Sufi said, "That I will manage. You don't worry about it." The man said, "I have never thought about it. How much will be appropriate? What do you think?" The Sufi said, "You just say the amount and it will be offered to you." So then the man sold his skull for another 10 million. On the way, the Sufi asked, "Would you like to sell the remaining body too? Because what is the point? You are already dead. Your eyes are gone. Your head is gone. What is left? There is no point in keeping the body. And I have one more customer who would be interested in just the remaining body of yours. He is a scientist and he dissects bodies. He is always in need of dead bodies, fresh human bodies. And he will absolutely be happy because he cannot get such a freshly dead body, a body that has only just died. The eyes have been taken, the head has been cut, but the body will still be warm. It is just like a flower plucked from the tree while it is still alive. It will take 2 or 3 days to fade away." The man said, "What about my suicide?" The Sufi mystic said, "There is no need of any suicide. Everything is sold." The man asked, "But who will get all that money?" The mystic said, "Of course I will get it, because you will be gone. Who else can get it? You can think of it as my commission. If you want to take it with you, you can take it, but you will be gone. You won't need it." As they reached the king's palace, the young man started thinking again. What is he going to do? He had never thought that his eyes have such value, that his skull has value, that this whole body of his has value, that this man is going to earn 30 million. He said, I don't want to do this business. The Sufi said, what about suicide? The man said, I don't want to commit suicide either. For the first time, I have realized that I am a rich man. Up till now, I have always thought that I am a beggar. I was going to commit suicide because I was thinking I have nothing. Now I have realized how much I have got. The mystic said, it is up to you. I will have to go back and wait for somebody else. But think again, you won't get such customers. The man said, just leave me alone. You are a dangerous fellow. I used to think that you are a religious saint, always meditating on that hillock. You seem to be the most dangerous man. You were selling me by piece, and finally, all the money would come to you. I don't know how many people you have sold, but I can understand why you go on sitting there. That is where your business comes. I will make the whole town aware. I will tell everybody in the town, don't go to that point and be aware of that man. He is dangerous, very dangerous. The mystic started laughing. He couldn't help but laugh, a loud belly laugh, and then he said, I was just trying to help you, young man. You were going to destroy such precious things by jumping and killing yourself. I have been trying to wake you up. Existence has given you so much, such precious things, and rather than being grateful and realizing your self-worth, you were about to end your life by behaving in such an ugly way. There is no customer, it was all fiction. What will the king do with your eyes, dead eyes? And the magician can get as many skulls as he needs from the graveyard. And every day people die in the hospital and fresh bodies are available to the scientists. So there is no customer at all. It was just to make you aware that you have so many precious things given to you by nature and you are not feeling grateful. You are not feeling prayerful. Don't you have any gratitude and thankfulness? Is suicide your thankfulness? The man realized his foolishness, his utter ignorance in understanding the Sufi saint's message. He couldn't control himself, he started crying. He couldn't find words to express his gratitude towards the Sufi mystic who had so compassionately helped him realize the ugly mistake he was about to commit. The mistake of committing suicide. The Sufi saint had helped him to come out of the darkness of ignorance and to see the light of the day. And as they spoke, the whole night passed by, and now he could see that the dark night was over and the sun was rising on the horizon. With the first morning rays of the sun, the darkness of the night was fading away. And by the light of awareness, the darkness of his ignorance was also fading away. He touched the feet of the Sufi saint, and the Sufi saint took him by his hands, raised him up, and said, Don't worry, dear. Restart your life with faith and patience. My blessings are always with you. And it is said that the young man went on to become one of the most successful men of the town. Many leaders and many businessmen became his followers and friends. And yet, nobody knew what happened on that dark new moon night, that how he was reborn and how he was totally transformed when ignorance was overtaken by the light of awareness that changed the very course of his life. Once your awareness becomes a flame, it burns up the whole slavery that the mind has created. You miss realizing your self-worth, and when you are being ignorant to what existence has given you. Existence has already given you respect by giving birth to you. Who else's respect do you want? Self-respect, self-worth, and self-love all start with self. Stop looking outside of yourself for your value. Self-worth comes from one thing: thinking that you are worthy. Existence has given you enough glory. It gave you life. It has blessed you with eyes. Open them and see these green trees, the flowers, the birds. It has given you ears. Listen to music, to the splashing of a waterfall. It has given you awareness so you can become a Buddha. What more do you want? You have already been honored. Existence has certified you. Then why are you running and seeking a certificate of respect and value from others? You are insulting yourself this way, and if you continue to do so, then the insult is going to deepen. You don't need anyone to certify you as a good person. What we really are matters more than what others people think of us. You alone are enough. You have nothing to prove to anybody. There is no difference between self-respect and pride. There is difference between ego and self-respect or pride. Self-respect is natural to your individuality. It is your dignity. It is your acceptance of yourself. But ego is a comparison. Self-respect is respect without comparison. Self-respect is often mistaken for arrogance, when in reality it is the opposite. When we can recognize all our good qualities as well as our faults with neutrality, we can start to appreciate ourselves as we would a dear friend and experience the comfortable inner glow of respect. To embrace the journey towards our full potential, we need to become our own loving teacher and coach. Spurring ourselves on to become better human beings, we develop true regard for ourselves and our life will become sacred. You have accepted yourself as you are, and the moment you accept yourself, you become beautiful. Pride is dignity, a feeling of dignity that existence wants you, that existence has created you, that existence needs you. You are welcome in existence. You are not an unwanted child. Moment to moment, existence is giving you nourishment, life, light, and everything that you need. Pride is not ego, neither is self-respect equivalent to ego. Ego is comparative, and because it is comparative, it is ugly, it is sick. The very idea that I am superior to you is inhuman, but being proud of oneself does not make anybody inferior. In fact, it shows that the other also the way to be proud of himself, to be respectful of himself. Understand your worth, value your life, appreciate your blessings. You will remain a prisoner of others as long as you continue to care about what other people think about you. Break this prison, find your freedom by looking within, by turning inwards and exploring your true self. Meditate, jump within. The real treasure is not on the outside but very much within you. Discover yourself, otherwise, you have to depend on other people's opinion who don't know themselves. When nobody else celebrates you, learn to celebrate yourself. When nobody else compliments you, then compliment yourself. It is not up to other people to keep you encouraged, it is up to you. Encouragement comes from within. It all starts with you. Your happiness is not based on how others treat you or make you feel. Your happiness is totally based on what you think of yourself. Your understanding about you is far more superior and real than what others think of you. Believe in yourself, respect yourself, love yourself, celebrate yourself. Be loving towards yourself, then you will be able to love others too. To be grateful for the gift of a lifetime is to love it, and that is to first learn to love yourself. Love and respect yourself, and never compromise on anything. And then you will be surprised how much growth starts happening of its own accord, as if rocks have been removed and the river has started flowing. And you will be able to love yourself only when you have accepted yourself in totality. Learn to accept yourself, and that is the most difficult thing to do, because from the very beginning you have been told that how you should be, but no one has ever told you that you are as good as you are. Accept yourself. The moment you accept yourself, you become beautiful. Be the person you are. Never try to be another, and you will become mature. Maturity is accepting the responsibility of being oneself, whatsoever the cost. Risking all to be oneself, that's what maturity is all about. It is only when you accept yourself that you can let go all that has been holding you back. And it is only when you let go that you are able to move on with your life. And it is only when you move on with your life that you are able to make real progress in life. The key is to be yourself. Meditate.